Yes, everyone, welcome. Another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man as this YouTube video here cracks open here. This is looking at the Shibuya crossing, of course. And right now it is, I think in Shibuya right now, it's 2:30 a.m. And you can see there's even people there right now. So 2:30 a.m. right now, there would be no trains operating. I guess this shot here is going to start here to the right. This is, if you've been to Shibuya before, this would be shot from the Starbucks right across the way from. Here's the police box, but it looks to be like right now this whole entrance here, the Hachiko entrance, seems to be being sort of constructed, and I need to see it in more detail. But there's an entrance there and an entrance there, and you see the cranes above the station right now. So right there, the Shibuya Station redevelopment is already happening. Some of the other buildings have already been built. This is the Sakuragaoka. This is the actual, here I think is a stream building in the back. And then over here to the right, let me get rid of this shot here. Over here to the right, more is Sakuragaoka building. And then back here, I think that could be, no, that's a scramble. The Hikari is right behind it. But right now what they're building here is the actual Tokyo department store. It's being rebuilt, and even at 2:30 in the morning, you can see that the framework, there's some stuff going on here of some sort, probably delivering some supplies here for the rebuild. There's some sort of operation going on here at this point in time, moving stuff in and out and stuff like that. So it's always a busy station. You can see here that these are the traffic investigators right here, the blue and the yellow. There's been some sort of accident right there, and what they're doing right now is they're really fascinating to watch. Actually, they're just there was an accident here at one point, of course, because there's so much traffic here, and they're just measuring the site. I think so, or it could, no, I could be wrong. These are just might be the guys who actually do wear those uniforms, I'm sorry, are blue and yellow, but these are just security guys. And I think right now that they're probably just trying to coordinate bringing stuff in and out for this build, because this build is happening over the tracks right here. And this building right there was traditionally for many years, for 5 or 6 decades, was the Tokyo department store, Shibuya Station department store. And it's just being rebuilt. And Tokyo, of course, they own the whole, all the best pockets of land here around this station. I've covered about that in other sort of videos. Anyway, we're going to stay here close to Shibuya Station, and I'll come here to the map, and we're on at home, and I had it on the map function here near Shibuya Station, looking at units or anything that a person could get that is sort of close to the station right here. And I'm wondering what happened here. Of course, the software had a mind of its own, so it's moved me off Shibuya here. It has me in Minato ward there of Hamamatsucho, but this is not too far away for me to move. You can see here in Minato, it's not a bad exercise for us to look at this stuff and move the map. So we see here in central Tokyo, this is Minato ward right there. This is the Meiji Jingu right there, and then this will come in. This is Shibuya right here. Right there. This, of course, is the King's Palace and everything back there. But we'll try to move in here. We'll move you in here a little bit closer to here as we hit the sort of plus mark, and it'll bring us in a little bit closer. And Shibuya is just here to the left right here. Here's Shibuya Station right here. And you can see it's just full of red dots. Even on this other side of the station right here, this is all going to be, for the most part, red. The stuff on the inside of the Yamanote line, which is here, is predominantly red right now, but there are still opportunities. Red just being the highest sort of price band. Who knows? Yellow could be still in the millions now. Let's have a look. Let's see what this yellow sort of does. This yellow bring us anything interesting? Something in the 630,000 for a 35 meter. So again, nothing. There's nothing cheap here. But I did see this sort of one little green dot here near the station. And I thought that represented an opportunity, and that's what I thought could be the heart of this video today. I'm trying to get people into where where we see the red pill. If you're followers of this channel, I'm trying to get you, and I know it's pricey. I don't want it to be pricey like this. It just is. This is the nature of it right now. So I'm trying to get people into places where there is a lot of demand. And actually, this is a really good listing right here. The one for 31 meters. It's on the top floor of a building. Top floor of a building that is right near the station right here. But in order to get an idea of what's going on here, this is something that was built. We're going to look at 1, 2 there, because I find it a very useful way for me to do these sort of comparative analysis of what's going on here. This is we'll get here to the top of the listing right here on the page right here. We're on at home, and this is am I in the wrong one? Maybe I'm going to have to move here to the right. This is the more expensive one of the two listings, and this one here is you'd say ni oku yonsen hapyakuhachijuhachi man. Okay, so 888 as well, and then it is a newer built-in 2-floor unit. I'm calling it a loft. I guess this building was built in 2014, and the reason it's sort of important is like what the valuations of this land when you get close to these really big stations have really shot up, and so has the price for an apartment like this one. So I thought we could look at it. I'm not saying that anyone should buy. If you're interested in this apartment, you can always approach me. I'm not against that. My commission heart is not against that. However, I just wanted to demonstrate to people that this would be sort of the top end of the market, and the place price at 1/8, or I guess basically 1/8, or a little bit, maybe 16% of the price of this one is really worth it as well. And I think it's a nicer unit in terms of its attractiveness as well. But this certainly is a neat one in that it's a new built in 2014. But is it really new? That's 11 years old now. It just happens that something that's built, life goes on like that. And it's suddenly already, this looks like a new build. It's already 11 years old. There we go. It's just a straight, boring, brand new apartment. And the new stuff is like this, just boring, because it's built by these commercial construction companies that are just building everything in volume. And of course, there's certainly concrete and steel quality, but do you see any huge windows on this suite? You see windows. Do you see a huge balcony? I don't see one. This is $2.5 million. It's a lot of money for me. And there's nothing that's all that attractive about it. So a baseline unit, Mr. Boring apartment near Shibuya Station right now is $2.5 million. This is 70 meters over 2 floors. Maybe you're a person who likes this kind of boring, and I can see why. It's nice. It's cool. I mean, but it just is that what it is. I think the management fees, everything's pretty straight on this unit, okay? The management fees and the repair fund fees come to 30,000 yen a month. It's called premise to the building, okay? To 1 LDK, 69 meters. There is a 3.2 meter balcony, I guess, very small one. Ownership. The key to it, though, is the relationship here to the station, which is really close. Almost so much as that we could take when looking at these units, rather than get on the street. Sometimes it might be more use for us to be looking at these sort of satellite pictures, because we can see the volume of this sort of stuff. This would be the Hikarie building, I guess, right here. The Hikarie. This is the stream building right there, and there's the Scramble building, and you can see that its relationship to these buildings is a really tight one. As that's why its valuations are so high. But is it all that interesting? Not really. It's not interesting at all to me. And the one that's 1/8 of that price, or 60% of this price, is more interesting. And I will go. Let's move over there right now. This is the listing that I thought was more interesting even than that one. And this is for 3,600 man Sanzen Ropyakuman. 11th floor of 11th floor building. I even like that 1111. Oh, better 911. What happened to the third building? Anyway, this is the layout right there. Living, dining room, balcony on both sides, top floor. I love it too. I love my vitamin D. It's a kind of unit that interests me. For example, if I were to liquidate some other units in Shibuya that are worth a little bit more, I could get something like this. I like it. It's on the top floor. I like balconies. I really like my sunlight. I like to be able to sit on the top of my building and get my suntan. I really like my vitamin D, something I find that's missing, that I live half the year in Vancouver, half the year in Tokyo. I find that the angle of the sun in Tokyo is much more direct. I have a much healthier source of vitamin D, and I definitely can tell you I miss it. It's interesting, nice tall building, probably built in the late 1980s. It looks like here. I like it. There's nothing to like there. You can this standard garbage day information in Japan or in Tokyo, right? This is all done by the word. I can't see. Like I put my glasses on, see if I can see it. Yeah, the most this is Suyobi for the main, and then the other day, main garbage days, which is the Konden Gomi, are going to be like Tuesday and Friday, and then the Funden Gomi is going to be on Thursday. So it just indicates the garbage days, and I guess this is the garbage room, and likely the garbage room in this building is open 24 hours a day. Very, very convenient. There's all kinds of different protocols for garbage in Japan. This ultimately is the most convenient kind when you have like a garbage room that you can use all the time. Lots of sky, lots of light. This is the one sort of apartment building that, if you know Shibuya very well, this one building sits at this sort of the very top, the bottom of the Aoyama escarpment, but sort of the beginning of the Cat Street, sort of as you go that way of Cat Street toward Harajuku. That's the direction right there. So this is really an ultimate location, which is why I'm trying to bring it up here and talk about it. I know it's maybe expensive for some people in the world, but it really, in some way, I think it's some of the deals here in Tokyo that come up are just amaze me. I think it's a really good deal. This is the Hikarie building right there, which already is probably 10 years old right now. This was the Hikarie building was the first one that was sort of built in the 4 buildings that are now at Shibuya Station right now. This last stage of the development is the Tokyo department store, which is right over the station right now. There were some other ones too, I think, as well. There might be as much as 6 or 7 done as well. Anyway, this is the building. There's no internal pictures of the unit. It is not rented. It didn't mention it's rented 4 minutes away from Shibuya Station, 20,000 yen management fees. But I'm assuming that the repair fund fees, this is going to be split in half or some sort of percentage in there, whether that be 10,000 and 10,000 or 12,000 and 8,000. I can't say because it's not indicated here, but it's going to be something like that. The unit is, unfortunately, for my little son thesis, is not as good, but there's a lot of direct over like daylight that are over top of the building, and it is a northwest, so directed more toward really Shinjuku, like that north way. But there would be a lot of sunlight over top of this building. But in the wintertime, I guess the southern exposure on this unit would be a little less, which could be okay because in the summertime, this unit would not be quite as hot because that you wouldn't be getting that direct sort of summer heat hitting your unit. Tile building, concrete building, basically ceramic technology is the strongest, right, when fighting weather and fighting things like sun. 31 meters, 10 meters balcony. This is really what interests me here in this suite. 11th, again, other thing is good, 11th of 11th floor. This would be perpetually rented. For example, if I envision myself living in this building, I could see myself living in the building 6 months a year, and I could see the other me renting out this suite without a difficulty at all for periods of 3 months and 3 months in the periods of when I'm away from Japan, which might be in the future, me being in Hawaii, for example, in the wintertime, because I do like that sunlight as a health influence on my body. Ownership, Shoryuken. Management is a rotation management. So you would at one point in time have to be an active part of the, once every probably 10 years, you'd have to be the building manager or the accountant and stuff like that. Often though, if you're not from Japan, this could be passed over. But I've done the job before. It's nothing difficult. You do as well get a stipend. There's some possible future redevelopment potential, but it's really difficult to say. It's just a great, the relationship in terms of this building to the station is really just amazing. And given the sort of comparative of that other $2.5 million apartment, I thought that this one is more attractive already in that it's a top floor unit. That other one in that other building, I think, was the second floor unit. This is the top floor. And whether a tower is coming here or not, I don't really know. But its proximity to the station and its top floor sort of vertical placement is really good for rental. So I would buy this. knowing that it could perpetually provide me an income. Anyway, which is much better in bonds, because bonds are you're getting going to be screwed by the central banks and their paper gain. At least when you're getting land in these key valuations like this, you're going to be able to offset the sort of moves and the corruption. I don't know another way to put it. The corruption of the central bank system and the corruption of the government central bank relationships, which is another key theme to this channel. Anyway, another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. I guess I could move here to the YouTube channel, and you can see, still looking up here, it looks to be 2:35 a.m. in Tokyo. Lots of cars moving around. There's a blue garbage truck just took the corner right there. There's an interesting fleet of garbage trucks that sort of those men shift up, or they prepare for their job around 3 or 3:30 a.m. every day. And all these private companies generally run, or all kinds of systems in the countryside. There's private garbage companies and stuff like that who manage garbage and garbage pickups and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just before 3 a.m. So that's why you're seeing the garbage truck there right now. And you're already seeing some people already walking here to the station. First train is going to be around 5 a.m. Still a little early right now. But another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. Always interesting to use these sort of YouTube resources like this one here with the Shibuya Station live camera. Interested in a apartment in Tokyo, maybe this one for 3,600 man. You can always come here to my Instagram, Tokyo Real Estate Man website. Always interesting pictures I'm taking here. There's one of Tokyo Tower, of course. What else? So this is recently one of my favorites. Looking here, this is the Shibuya crossing from above. Beautiful place. Well, for me it is. If you're an urban investor, an urbanite who enjoys the urban swank and urban way of life, maybe you'd like to contact me. Another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. I do have a website as well, Tokyo Real Estate Man website. My contact box is here, or my contact mail is here at the very top of the page. You're welcome to try to use this contact box as well. I'm not convinced it's always working, so that's why I have my email here at the top of the page. Anyway, thank you for always taking the time to watch another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. Fun to shoot a video here from Shibuya today. いつもこのチャンネルを見ている皆様ありがとうございます。この動画でもう終わりです。